Conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in last class, let me go. In last class, we discussed about operators, and today we are going to be discussing a very important concept called indentation. There is a very important concept called indentation. I will try to write down the things here. So, indentation. This is a basically a Python formula, a Python rule. Indentation is a Python rule. Indentation is Python rule. What is this rule? What is this rule? Indentation. Indentation means basically indentation called a space. Indentation called some space. By default, by default the word called indentation. The word called indentation is a space. Okay. Indentation is basically a space. Now let me tell you how the indentation will be. If I'm taking a paint here, okay, there is a paragraph. Okay, there is a paragraph. So whenever you are trying to writing some paragraph, okay, so your content should be, for example, a paragraph is a sentence of lines, right? Something like this. A paragraph is something like this. Whenever you are trying to writing a paragraph like this, okay. So the first paragraph, in the first row of the paragraph, take some space. First paragraph is going to be taking some space. This particular space is called indentation. Okay, some space going to be taking the first row. Can you see, observe? The first paragraph got some space here. The first paragraph got some space here. In the first row in the paragraph, taken some space. That is basically called indentation. In the form of a sentence, whenever you are writing a bigger sentence, a bigger description kind of thing, the first row you are giving some space or you are leaving some space. That is called indentation. Then what is Python indentation? See, basically normal Python code whenever you write. Let me write down a normal Python code. Whenever you are writing a normal Python code, it should follow indentation. It means so for every row of the Python code, every row of the Python code should follow the same indentation. Every row of the Python code should follow the same indentation. It should be like this. Very neat structure. So till now, so far we did not check about the indentation, but today onwards indentation is important. That is the why reason I am telling the Python rule. Every normal Python code should follow the same column space, same column space. That is called indentation. Okay. And one more thing, whenever you have some condition, loops and classes, conditions, loop, classes. Okay, there are some concepts like conditions. So there are some concepts called conditions, loops and classes. Okay, whenever you have some conditions, loops and classes, indentation. Okay, all the blocks should follow the indentation. All blocks should follow indentation. Indentation. Okay, what indentation here? At least one space in the block. At least one space in the block. In block. At least one space in the block. Okay, I will write down the program, then you can understand how this will be. Okay, whenever you are writing the loops, conditions and classes, all blocks, all block, complete block should follow indentation, at least one space in block, one space in block. So practically I'm explaining what about indentation is, and technically we will see in the program. Can I go? Can I go?
Yes, Mohansh.
In other programming languages, spaces, new lines not a matter. But in Python, you have to write the program in the particular column format. Okay, let me write down some print. Okay, so till now, so far, we are writing a lot of programs. We are writing operators, we are writing prints, we are writing data types, we are writing variables. Okay, fine. But we did not observe Python follows indentation or not. But today onwards, you can understand Python follow indentation or not. Let me write down a normal print. Print, uh, welcome to Mohansh. Welcome to Mohansh. Okay. Okay. So can you observe one thing? Where I started my print statement? Where I started my print statement? Has I taken any space here? Has
No,
I
not.
taken any space here? Okay. Let me take a space. Let me take a one more space. I am taking two spaces here. I am taking two spaces here. Execute the program. Execute the program. It is connecting to the cloud. Wait. Yeah, it is okay. Fine. It is okay. Fine. It is working. So first line I taken two spaces. Can you see? Observe two dots are there. Two dots are there. I taken two spaces, right? For the print, I taken two spaces. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. Then I want to write a one more print. I want to write a one more print. But for the second print, I am not taking spaces. Um, this is Python session. This is Python session. Okay. The second print, I did not taken any space. But first line, first row, I taken two spaces. Second row, I am not writing. I am not taking any spaces. Can you execute? Okay, this is working fine. But whenever you have the normal code, however you write, it will work out. For example, the third line I am writing here, print hi all, welcome all. Okay, so whenever I'm writing the third line like this, can you see this? What is happening? What is happening? Indentation error, unexpected indentation error, unexpected indent. It means what? It means what?
Spaces
So
issue.
spaces issue. So you are taking many spaces here. You're taking a many spaces. Okay, let me remove the two spaces. Let me remove the two spaces. Even you remove the two spaces, okay, fine. Why? Because here first I started with the two spaces. Two spaces, okay. Anytime you can take us two spaces. But you are taking a one more extra space. One more extra space. It will not work out. It will not work out. So finally, what you need to get understand is whenever you are writing the Python code, okay, you don't normal Python code, general Python code. This print is a general Python code, right? Don't take any space anywhere. Don't take any column space. Write down all the statements in the single column and space. Okay, no column and spaces. Zero column and space you can go with. Zero column and space you can go with. That is a better way of writing the Python program. That is a better way of writing the Python program. Okay, can you see? This will give you indentation error. This will give you indentation error. So uh, the thing you got to understand, I think so now. Whenever you're writing the normal plain Python code, don't take any spaces. Don't take any spaces. Just go with the zero column and space. Better you go with the zero column and space. Either you go with a two column and space. Okay, the second line also should be follow the sorry. The second line also should follow the same column and space. Then Python will work out. But my suggestion, don't think about the spaces. Don't keep spaces for the Python code. You start from the beginning. You start from the beginning of the editor. You start from the beginning of the editor. Don't take any spaces for the general Python code. Am I clear? X is equal to 10. Again, X is where cursor is blinking. Where cursor is blinking in the new line. Where cursor is blinking in the new line. with the 0 column and space, right? Unfortunately, one space I entered. X is equal to 10 and print the X. Then what is the problem? What is the problem?
Indentation.
Indentation error, obviously. So why? Because the first four lines you're not taking any spaces. Unfortunately, by mistake you taken one space here. By mistake I taken a space. So you are thinking like my program is correct. My program is correct, sir. I don't return any syntax issue here. But why my Python code is not working? The only problem is, unfortunately, you touch the space. You taken one space. Your code should be your code should be in the 0 column and space when you are writing the general Python. When you are writing the general Python, this is the general code, right? This is the plain code general code. This is the plain code general code, but this is working like with a zero indentation. Just follow with the zero indentation. That is a better one. Am I clear, guys? Govinda Babu Prakash, Rohit
Yes,
Mohan Singh.
yes, sir.
So just carefully write the program. So common sense. Python have some Python have some conditions. Python have some rules to write the code. What the rule is? Basic code, normal code, plain code. Whenever you are writing, you don't keep the indentation. Just follow from the starting point. And the next row also should follow the same column and space. It maintain the neat. It maintain the neat formula. It maintain the neat formula. This is like this. One by one, two, three, four, five, six. 6 lines I'm writing here. This is the general Python. This is the general Python. General code. This is the general code. Okay, fine. But conditions loops classes should have blacks. For example, in normal other programming languages. So if condition is satisfied, if condition we are checking the condition. If condition is satisfied, then what we can do is we have the block like this. Open curly braces, close curly braces. Okay, so let me write down print. Okay, print. Okay. This is the normal general code, general programming language. You can write this print somewhere here. That will work out. That will work out. But in Python, it should not be like that. In Python, a condition should be like this: if space, no parenthesis needed. Just check the condition. Colon is the starting point of the block. Then enter. No curly braces needed for the block. No curly braces needed for the block. At least one space you have to provide. At least one space you have to provide. That is called indentation. At least one space you need to provide. Then you can write print OK, and this is fine. Okay, for example, I want to write a one more line in the block. I want to write a one more line in the block. Don't start from the beginning again. You take one more space. One space. Print hi. Okay, the third line. Third line also blink cursor is blinking. Starting point. Don't go for the starting point. You need to follow the same column and space. By default, Python indentation is two spaces. By default, Python indentation is two spaces. Okay, so whatever the block of the code you're writing, so I want to come out from the block, then you go for the starting point onwards. Again, you write your normal code here. Again, you write normal code here. Can you see and observe some space got omitted in the block? Some space got omitted in the block. But block of the code, block of the code should follow block of the code should follow same column and space. Block of the code should follow same column and space inside the block. Okay, so let me write the program, then you can understand how these conditions are going to be working. So let me start with the programs called conditions, concept called conditions. Okay, so let me go with the, okay, let me keep the same program, this program, let me keep the same program with a single space. Let me keep the same program with a single space. One space taken, second, one space taken, one space taken, one space taken, one space taken. In the previous block, in the previous cell, I did not taken any space. But in the next cell, I took one space. I took one space, but program is neat or not? Same column and space or not? Every row in the same column and space. Every row in the same column and space. Okay, it will work out. Okay, I keep in the another cell. I keep in the another cell. Okay, the first row I'm taking 4 spaces. Second row also should go with the same column and space. Third row also should follow with the same column and space. Fourth row also same column and space. Okay, so print. So when you press enter after the X, where cursor is blinking? When you press enter, where cursor is blinking? Starting point or same column and space? Starting point or same column and space? Same column and space, cursor is blinking. Same column and space, cursor is blinking. Cursor is not blinking here. So there is some space available here. Cursor is not blinking there, but cursor is blinking here only. Means you need to write the lines, you need to write the rows with the same column and space. When you write the same column and space, it will work out, no problem. But my recommendation, don't confuse whenever you are writing the plain Python code. When you write the plain Python code, just go with the zero column and space. Zero column and space. Don't confuse. But single column and space, okay, fine. All the rows should follow the single column and space. 2 column and space, 5 column and space, 10 column and space also okay. But all the remaining lines of the code also should be there in the same column and space. That is the one remember point. Okay, so finally, what you get understand with the general Python code? Generally, okay, generally, normal Python code. Generally, normal Python code. Normal Python code means what? The basic code, whatever you are writing, without having loops, without having conditions, without having classes and all. Generally, normal Python code should follow same column and space. All the all the remaining rows, follow column space. Okay. All the remaining rows follow column and space from first row. Am I clear? If the first row is 0 column and space, all the Python code is 0 column and space. If the first row is having 1 column and space, all the code is in the 1 column and space. If the first row taking 2 column and space, remaining rows also in the 2 column and space. Okay, first row taken 10 column and space, remaining code also in the 10 column and space. It should be neat actually. Otherwise, you will be getting the indentation error. Otherwise, you are getting the indentation error. That is the why reason. Whenever you are writing Python code, just common sense you have to apply. Am I clear here, guys?
Yes, Mohansh.
Yes. Let me go with conditions now. Okay, conditions are in every programming language. In every programming language, conditions are actually mandatory. Conditions. What conditions are? Okay. For example, what is the person condition? Healthy, not healthy. Healthy, not healthy. See, something like condition is something like condition is checking state of the statement. State of the statement. Okay. Some statement if I am going to be checking, it is true or false. It is true or false. For example, I want to eat the food. I will go to one restaurant. Food is not available. I go for another restaurant. Food is not available. I go for another restaurant. Food is not available. Finally, go to home and eat the food. My intention is I want to eat the food. I am checking for the restaurant. Go for the first restaurant. My required item, like something like a biryani, is not available. Just go for the another restaurant. Biryani is not available. Go for the another restaurant. Biryani not available. Then finally go to home. Prepare your own biryani. Something like condition checking. I want to withdraw money. Go to the first ATM, nearby ATM. It is not working. Next, move to the next nearby ATM. It is not working. Next, go for the nearby ATM. It is not working. Finally, you go to the bank and withdraw cash. It is something like condition checking is very important in the programming languages, and in every programming languages, checking conditions there are important things. One is if condition. One is the if keyword is if. If is the keyword. What if can do? It will check only true statements. It will check only true blocks, or it will execute only true blocks. It will check only true blocks. Only true blocks. It will check only true blocks. Person is alive. Person is walking. I am eating. That is like that. I am teaching. You are listening. Python is working in the Jupyter notebook. It will check only true blocks. Then second thing, if else. If else. It will check. It will check true and false blocks. True and false blocks. It means what? It will check true and false blocks. Wake up, do the work. Else, sleep. Wake up, do the work. Else, sleep. Biryani available? Then go and eat. Not available? Come out from the restaurant. There is something like if something is going to be happening, okay, fine. If it is not happening, then what we have to do? It will check the true and false blocks. Name is matching, you can write a print like matched. If name is not matching, go for the another block, not matched. You have to say the not matched. Attendance, present or absent. Am I clear? Am I clear? So if else is checking like it will check true and false blocks both. But if condition, it will check only true block. It will check only true block, not blocks. It will check only true block. But if else, it will check true and false blocks. Both two blocks are available here. First condition check. If it is satisfied, execute the block. If it is not satisfied, just move to the another block. That is the if else. Am I clear here? If you want, let me save this. Just stop. 1 second. Python. Where is our folder? Okay, this is something like indentation. Huh? Let me take another thing. Okay, there is a statement. There is a statement. If the statement is true, if the statement is true, the statement is true, execute the block. That is a true if block. If the statement is true, then execute the block. Block execution. Block execution. This is basically if condition. This is basically if condition. But what about if else? What about if else? There is some statement. There is some statement. Okay, same if else. There is some statement. There is some statement. If the statement is true, there are two conditions here. If the statement is true, okay. If the statement is true, execute the block. If the statement is true, block execution. block execution. As usually goes. As usually goes. If the statement is true, it will go for the block execution. If it is not true, if it is not true,
Else
Condition.
condition.
then it will go for the,
Else
it will
condition.
not true. If it is not true, let me write a one more condition. True అయితే okay. If it is not true, if it is false, there is something like false. If it is false, just go for the one more block execution. One more block execution. There are two important blocks. Two important blocks which are going to be available here. First block is true block. Second block is false block. If it is success, okay, go forward. If it is not success, just go for the another block. So this is the way of if else. Let me write the program, then don't confuse. Okay, so let me write the thing. There is a one more condition available. Elif. Elif. What elif is? It will check. It will try to check multiple possibilities, multiple blocks. It will try to check multiple times for true block. Otherwise, go for false block. False block. It's very simple, straightforward. It will try to check multiple times for the true block. Otherwise, it will go for the false block. So the same. I given already one example for the if else. What is the example for the if else? If you want to withdraw money, what we can try to do? Check multiple ATMs. I go for SBI, I go for Axis Bank, I go for ICICI, I go for the Canara Bank, whatever it may be. Multiple ATMs. If any ATM not works, then go for bank. This is what actually the best example for the LIF. Check multiple possibilities. Check multiple ATMs. Check multiple ATMs. If any ATM not works, then go for the bank. That is the last option. Am I clear? Am I clear? Okay, let me write the program, then you can understand. Okay, first I am writing with the if condition. What is if condition? I already told you. What about if? If checks only true statements. If checks only true statements. For example, there is a name. There is a name something like Mohansh. There is a name something like Mohansh. If name statement, I am writing a statement. If name is equal to Mohansh, then start the block. Block starts with colon. Block starts with colon. There is no parenthesis for condition writing. This is condition basically. Name is equal to Mohansh is condition. I'm checking the condition. Variable is comparing with the string. Your variable already declared, and your variable comparing with the string. When your variable comparing with the string, I need to give the colon. Colon is something like block starting point, block entry point. When you press enter, it will take automatically some indentation. It will take automatically some indentation. Can you observe? Can you observe some indentation taken? What is the indentation taken? One space it is taking. Sorry, two spaces it is taking. How many spaces it is taking? By default? By default indentation taking two spaces.
Yes.
Definitely at least one space required for the block. At least one space required for the block. By default Python will take two spaces. Okay, you can write some statement like print matched my program correct, my statement correct. Okay, second print also start inside the block only. My statement is true. Okay, so I am still in the block only. I am still in the block. I am still in the block. The program is available still in the block or out of the block. Now the program I am writing, the program
General.
still available in the block only. Why? Because can you see and observe? Your general code have no spaces. Your name Mohansh, no space. Your if also having no space. Zero column and space actually that code is. But when you start the block, the program inside the block, the program inside the block, by default Python given, when I press enter after the colon, Python by default given two spaces. The next line, the next row of the block also with the two spaces. And the next row of the block also two spaces. Okay, I am okay with my block. I need to come out of the block. When you want to come out of the block, go for backspace. Go for backspace. Out of the block. Okay, so I am out of the block now. This print is I am out of the block. I am out of the block. The last print is I am out of the block. Can you see and observe? Let me execute this code. What the output is? The first thing is matched. The first thing is what matched. The second thing is what? My statement is true. I am still in the block. Then final print. Final print is actually coming out of the block. This is not a block. This is not coming from the block. This is out of the block. Everybody clear? How the blocks are going to be working? How the indentation is working for the blocks? Generally, normally general code, general other programming languages, name is equal to Mohansh. Other programming languages I'm not trying to writing some other JavaScript and all. So if name is equal to Mohansh, and I need to keep the curly braces. Am I correct? Print matched. This is a generally other programming languages. Whenever you want to come out of the block, you can come out of the curly braces. Then you can write I am outside. I am outside. This is general syntax. General syntax of the Java, general syntax of the C#, C programming, C++ programming, or JavaScript programming. This is the general way of writing the blocks. General way of writing the if condition. But this will not work out in Python. This will not work out in the Python. Python block should be like this. There is no parenthesis. There is no parenthesis. And block starts with the colon. Block at least one space needed, but Python give two spaces. Okay, let me explore the theory here. In Python, for conditions, no parenthesis required. No parenthesis required. In Python, block starts with colon. Colon is entry point of block. Entry point of block. After colon, press enter. Block starts with two spaces by default. Two spaces by default. But at least one space you need to maintain. At least one space need to maintain for the block. Okay, so I will tell you how the program will work. Okay, let me write down the same program. Name is equal to Mohansh. Okay. If name is equal to, again I'm checking with Mohansh. Okay. Colon, enter. By default, two spaces taking na? By default, two spaces taking. When I press enter after the colon, by default, two spaces taking. Okay, I don't want to take that many spaces. At least you provide one space. At least you provide one space. Okay. At least you provide one space. Okay, I'm not providing any spaces here. By default, okay. Generally, generally I'm writing like this. I automatically taken spaces. Maybe the editor is doing the wrong. Editor is doing some mistake. I need to go back. I start from the if. I start from the if. Definitely, it will give you the indentation error. Definitely, it will give indentation error. Unexpected indented block after the if statement. After the if statement, check it out. After the if statement, at least one space needed. At least one. Python give two space, but you have to provide at least one space. Then it will work out. Am I clear? No, sir. I want to take many spaces. No problem. It will work out. That is your wish. But the next line also should follow in the same space. Next line also should follow happy. The next line also should follow in the same space. That is okay. That is okay. So here I am taking many spaces. I like it actually. I like it. I need to take many spaces like this. But the next line also you need to maintain the same spaces, sir. Next line I go from start ante that will give you the error again, indentation issue. So that is what actually I'm writing here. In Python for conditions, no parenthesis required. In Python, block starts with colon, and colon is the entry point of the block. After colon, press enter. Block starts by two spaces by default, but at least one space you need to maintain for the block. At least you need to maintain one space for the block. Okay, and one more point. Inside block, all remaining rows, all remaining rows follow, follow, follow. Inside block, all remaining rows follow column and space of same column and space of first row. Same column and space of first row. Am I right? Same column and space of first row. That is the thing I am actually explaining here. Same column and space. Here I taken many column and space, but this second row also need to maintain the same column and space. Okay, for the first row I am taking only one column and space. Second row also you take one column and space. Don't take two column and three column and four column. That is the last point I am writing here. Inside block, all remaining rows follow same column and space of the first row. Am I clear, guys?
Yes, Mohansh.
Why? Because I'm taking a lot of time for the indentation. The total Python depends on indentation. The total Python code, the total Python programs depends on indentation. Most of the people, 95 to 99% of the people learning Python code very simple, but writing Python code is getting problem. Why? Because of they don't have a common sense of Python code, intelligence of Python code. The only thing is indentation issues. A lot of people are coming with errors, number of errors. Sir, I am writing the program correct, sir. Small program, sir. Name is equal to Mohansh. If name Mohansh print matched, I am writing, sir. But you are doing a mistake, sir. You are not following the indentation, sir. That is the why reason you need to understand these particular theoretical points. When you follow these points, you never do any mistake in Python code. Automatically, your hands or your mind stay tuned with the indentation when you are writing Python code. Other programming languages, Java you write, Java script you write, C sharp you write, C write, C++ write. Any other programming languages, this kind of strict rules not available. These rules are editor rules, Python editor rules. Python editor rules, strict rules for indentation. Am I clear, guys? That is the why reason I am actually telling this much theoretically. May I think you people can understand this. How to write the Python blocks. How we can write the Python blocks. Everybody got understand how you can write the Python block? Govind Babu, Monisha, Prakash, Rohit, Pavan, and Sindhuja.
Yes, sir.
Sir, sir, I have a
Yeah.
doubt, sir.
Yes, please go ahead. Go ahead, Monisha.
Generally, in Python, it won't indentation take 4 spaces, right, sir? But you said a minimum 1 space and maximum 2 space. I
No,
have
no, no.
doubts, sir. How?
No. That is in a VS code. That is your in VS code you are talking about. In Visual Studio Code, it will take 4 spaces. That is editor by editor to editor some differences.
Oh, so you're talking about in the Google Colab, right?
In Google Colab, by default, 2 spaces.
Uh,
In Google Colab,
because
by
I'm
default,
using Visual
in
Studio Code, sir, I'm working with.
yeah,
So it takes four
Visual
spaces.
Studio Code, Visual Studio Code, that is 4 spaces, one tab.
Yes, sir.
But in Google Collaborator, it will take only 2 spaces. How many dots are coming here? Can you see?
Two,
How many?
two, sir.
Two dots. Two dots. Two dots. Nothing but 2 spaces. In Collaboratory, okay, two dots are coming. Nothing but two spaces. But at least you need to take 1 space. 1 space is also enough.
Sir, just give y equal to 10 once in new code.
New code.
Y, and if, yeah, new line. If y equal to 10.
If y is equal to 10. Okay.
No, normal y equal to 10.
Okay. Mm,
And
mm.
if space input of y, input column y.
Input. Input of y.
Yeah,
Mm, mm,
column y. Enter column y. Yeah, enter
mm.
print y. Oh, without that space also it is working for me, sir.
Without this space.
Yeah, it is working for me. Print y inside the brackets y. No, you give the result. It is coming as 10.
No, you're not checking the condition there.
It is not the condition.
This is not the condition.
Okay. I
How it will work out? When you start if automatically it is a block.
Might be he's using the code as well.
This is not correct. Input of y is what? Input is by default input need to come.
yeah. Okay.
When you run the
Okay, yeah,
program, then
you are
only
right.
input will take. Okay, then
Okay.
y is equal
Understood.
to checking the condition. If y is equal to 10, again indentation issue. At least you need to follow with one
Okay.
space.
Now it is fine. Okay, fine.
Am I clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, clear.
Right. Mm. Monisha, you are clear?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mm. Right. In VS Code, four spaces or one tab, but in Collaboratory only 2 spaces by default. But you can take any number of spaces. That is not an issue. You can take in the block any number of spaces. That is not an issue. But for example, if I take 10 spaces here, no problem. But next line also should be in the same. Next row also should be in the same space. That is fine. No problem. But at least one space mandatory. In the block, at least one space mandatory. But you take n number of spaces. That is not a problem. I hope everybody clear about this indentation part. Can I go with if else now?
Yes.
Hmm. Okay. Name is equal to, let me take Mohansh. Okay. If name comparing with Mohansh, I'm checking with the small letters here. Print matched. Next, else will go for if level. Else, and again indentation started, not matched. And one more thing. This is true block. This is true block. This is false block. Am I clear? Which block will execute for this program?
Not matched.
Not matched. I'm having two blocks here. First, I'm checking the condition. Basically, name is equal to Mohansh M capital letter. M capital letter. But first thing, name is equal to Mohansh. Print matched. This is true block. Else print not matched, and this is a false block. Obviously, if you execute the program not matched, this is false block. Why? Because of your statement is wrong. Your statement is wrong. Okay, let me compare with capital M. Which block will execute for me now? Matched. Matched. This is true block. True block is executing for me. Can you see? Block and block. First block have some spaces. Second block also having some spaces. But else starts from if level. Else start from if level. If don't have spaces, even else also don't have spaces. Block lines have spaces. Block lines have spaces. Okay, sir. In first block, I took only two columns. Second block, I need more spaces. That is your wish. Block to block, spaces are changing. First block, I took two spaces. In the second block, I took five spaces, four spaces, or 10 spaces. That is your wish. But the total block should follow the same column and rule. The total block should follow same column and rule. That is the Python. That is the beauty of the Python. The code should be neat. Am I clear, guys? Everyone? Any confusions about the indentations here? If and if else?
No, sir.
Okay, so all the recorded sessions you are following, people are not commenting. Some people are commenting, some people are not commenting.
Yeah, I followed, sir.
Yes, Govinda Baba, I'm seeing your comments, but remaining people also please provide your comments in the YouTube channel. We have Python videos and we have the UI videos already uploaded. And one more thing, one more announcement yesterday I given. Everybody remembered or not? We have the two new batches are going to be starting like 45 days Marn full stack with ML AI, and one more 45 days Python full stack with ML AI, machine learning, artificial intelligence with 11 p.m. to 12 p.m. And these two sessions are free sessions, no need to pay. I'm telling these two sessions are free sessions, no need to pay, just to register. Just register with Mohansh Technologies. Okay, register with Mohansh Technologies and share with your friends also. Very important. These two sessions, this outside this particular course, they will charge 1 lakh. This course also people are charging 1 lakh rupees, but we are giving free. Please inform your friends, share with your friends this particular message. Please go ahead with that, and please like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel if anybody not subscribed so far. We will meet in the next session tomorrow. LIFs, there is a one more condition, and nested ifs also we will see in the tomorrow session. Bye for now. Have a good day. Any questions so far? Govinda
Yeah.
Babu, Monisha, Prakash. Yeah.
No. No.
So I have a doubt. Queries, I think. Your upcoming 45 days, the Python full stack course you're talking about, sir.
Mm.
Uh, in that time, I couldn't attend the class. So if I have any doubts, can I ask the queries in the WhatsApp or anything like that, sir?
No, you can talk with me with the comment box. YouTube comment box.
Uh, okay, sir. Because they are going to work in that particular time they couldn't private it sometimes the 1 hour, so I couldn't able to attend the class. So that's why I'm asking, sir.
Fine, Monisha.
Um,
Come to me in the comment box YouTube channel. We will discuss about it. Okay,
okay,
so
sir.
bye guys. Have a good day. See you signing off. We'll meet tomorrow, same time.
Sure, thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you.
Okay.